What up, YouTube? Today on my RC, it's episode 2 of the mini mega build. So we're going to be working on the Axial SCX24. I'm going to get it disassembled so that I can reassemble it with heavy metal parts. I'm using some HobbyPark aluminum axles and some other brass little bits. Some pieces from Treal here and there. It's getting the Overdrive front gear set from Treal. It's getting an aluminum steering setup from Treal. It's going to gain some weight with some Amazon brass knuckles. I don't remember what brand they were. I don't think it was even listed. These HobbyPark aluminum axle housings are actually pretty good quality. Come with some screws for installation. The bearings all fit in pretty nicely and it reassembled pretty easily. I was surprised, however, that they didn't really weigh all that much more than the old plastic housings. Luckily, these unbranded Amazon brass knuckles actually added a fair amount of weight way down low, right where we want it for a crawling rig like this. For steering, I'm using a high volt Ego Power servo on a Samix Brass axle mount and then tying that into the brass knuckles with the Treal aluminum steering linkage kit. A Yeah Racing heavy 4-link kit attaches these metal axles to this SCX24. I'm also going to be gearing this truck up for a little bit more top speed with a bigger pinion gear straight from Furitek. And by upping the voltage, here I'm going to a 3S LiPo battery that is a 450 milliamp pack. Because I wanted to run this truck on 3S for the torque and the high speed, I had to upgrade to the Furitek Lizard Pro ESC, which also allowed me to run higher voltage in my BEC to make full utilization of that Eco Power servo. I did have to install an XT30 plug onto the wiring harness that came with the ESC in order to use that 3S pack. With that 3S pack weighing so much more than the stock pack, I wanted it to sit as low in the chassis as possible, so I used an old soda can to build a low CG mount, and then finished up with mounting the electronics and getting all the wiring installed. How many of you builders out there like to take your excess wire and wrap it around a screwdriver like this? Let me know in the comments. Here I'm just using the stock mounts to mount this body back onto this truck. Here you can see what a tight squeeze it is getting all of these electronics over the nose of this truck. Holy smokes, you guys. All bolted together, this thing's starting to look pretty wild. Let's get these RC 4-wheel drive Mudslingers mounted to this truck so we can take it for a test drive. The Mudslinger tires have a bigger outer diameter, and with this truck geared up, it should in theory have a pretty good top speed. But this field orientation control from this Lizard Pro ESC allows it to still crawl at just an incredibly slow pace. Look at this. And if you attach the Bluetooth module to the ESC, you'll also be able to see what your motor is doing and do some fine-tuning adjustments via your cell phone and the Furitek app.
It's coming slowly but surely.
Okay, well, it's faster than the stock ones, but it's still not so blistering fast. Well, that concludes the build, so here's some running video with this truck back to back with some other stock trucks. Why don't you take a look at how this thing performed and make a judgment call for yourself. Let me know in the comments whether you think it was better, worse, the same, or any other aspects that you thought were cool or not cool. If you haven't already, now is a great time to hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you get notifications when I drop new videos so you can see more about this SCX24 and my Axial Capra that I'm going to be doing a bunch of work on pretty soon. And hit that like button so that other people get to see these videos in their feeds. Alright guys, have a great day and enjoy this vid.